Hi everyone, Ron here. Welcome to the AbleSys webinar. We'll take a look at some different charts. We'll see what the exact signals from AbleTrend have been today and in the near past. Like for example, we're looking at a daily, weekly stock chart here of CMG. It was in the news today, so I thought it'd be a good one to take a look at. Plus, we'll look at some intraday charts, which is really popular with the software. We'll look at futures. We're going to look at Forex, and we'll take a look at a stock chart like this one here. And this one's for more of a daily, weekly. You know, not everybody wants to or can be a day trader or be in front of their computer, so the software works just as well for the long-term trades, daily and weekly charts. Weekly chart, we like to use AbleTrend 3. It's the only time we would use that on the weekly chart. And on the daily chart, we always use AbleTrend TS on the lower time frame. So AbleTrend TS for the lower, AbleTrend 3 for the higher time frame. And the best part about AbleTrend, which is so well liked and why it works so well, is because we use what's called a guidance chart. It's 2 time frames and 2 different AbleTrend algorithms all combined into one chart. And unless it agrees, it's no trade. So that's what gives us the big edge, because the software, not only will it tell us when to trade, it'll also tell us when not to trade. And that's just as important. That sometimes people forget that part. But really been working well, and I'll glad to show you, the charts. We're also very glad to help. Unlike most other companies that, they take your money and then they forget about you, or they hide behind email and you're lucky if you get a response, we're the complete opposite here. You get one-on-one help. Call into the office. We're here. It's very refreshing compared to the way things go these days, where you can barely, they're afraid to put a phone number on the website, as nobody wants to talk to anybody. Well, we're here to help you. Okay? We use it ourselves. We've got our own skin in the game, and we don't hide from anybody. Good, bad, or indifferent. So let's jump in. Again, daily, weekly chart here. Move a longer-term trade for those who don't want to be in front of their computer all day long. And let's see what we've got. Obviously, we've got a really nice buy signal right here. It's the beginning of the trade with a blue bar. As long as there's no red dots above, it's a trade, because the dots block the prices. So we don't want to ever have a red dot above a buy signal, or we don't ever want to buy if there's a dot, and it'll be a red dot, above the price, because the red dots stop or block the prices from going higher. It's the hidden or invisible resistance in the market that our software can see. The blue dots is the opposite. The blue dots, the small one here, are the daily. All I did was just add the weekly hidden support points to this chart. So now we've got daily and weekly protection under the price, because that's what support is. It's, again, the blue dots, as you can clearly see here, block or stop the prices from going lower. So the most important thing on the chart are always the dots, especially the small dots, because the small dots give us a direction, tells us which way the market's going short term. And if you have the blue dot below the price, it means stay in the trade. You're safe. You could see 5, 6, 7, 10 times the prices came down, like 10. This is a high price stocks. It would come down $10 or $15 and just stop at the dot. It's like, wow, how did AbleTrend know that? Because we started that dot 2 days before that even happened. We started the dot at that price. So that's really valuable information to have. And you really want to key in on those small dots, because that's what's most important. It tells us the direction. It also tells us that we don't have to get so nervous and get out of the trade. As long as you've got these blue dots below the price, it means you're safe. Stay in the trade. You've got protection under the price. So we had a really nice buy signal here that 430 was the price. 2 months later, we exited the trade here on the red bar with the red dot at 470. Oh, that's 40 points, or 10%. That's a nice little trade in, especially if you're trading options, which most likely you're going to be trading options on a stock this price, this high price. And the software looks great for options. We get a lot of we get a lot of option traders who trade a lot of money. I mean, some really large amounts of money who I talk to. So, it's just going to work just as well. I mean, we don't tell you what to do. You can trade shares, options, futures, Forex, stocks, day trading, swing, end of day. The software doesn't care. It works exactly the same for everything. So that's what's so nice about it. You don't need to buy different modules for stocks or or for day trading. No, it's all the same. That's the great part about it. It works exactly the same. So this is a daily weekly right here, and as you can see, we made 40 points profit on the buy signal, and then 2 weeks ago we had a sell signal, meaning sell short or buy puts if you're an option trader. So we're going to buy puts here. Everything was perfectly lined up to go short. Had the red bar, had a red daily dot, had a red weekly dot. That's triple confirmation. You can't get any better than that. I mean, that's really low risk, and that's what the software is only about. I mean, with as many clients who trade as millions of dollars as they do, and it's got to be not only accurate, obviously, it's got to be very low risk. I mean, we'd be out of business 20 years ago. We wouldn't be here 20 years if it wasn't. Now, you're definitely going to get losing trades, because I don't ever want to mislead anybody or paint any unrealistic expectations. Geez, I wouldn't want that done to me. So I would never do that to somebody else. So there will be losing trades, guaranteed. But the losing trades are so much smaller than the winners, because your stop loss just goes a little bit above this red dot. Now, if there was a higher row of small red dots, that's where we'd put it. But it's the first row of red dots, so you just put it, one point above the red dot. So even if we're wrong, we're not talking about any big losses ever with AbleTrend, because we've got to put stop losses in place. Very important. On the way up, for example, say when the price was here, here's the blue dot below it. There's where the stop loss goes. It always goes on the second row of blue dots underneath the price, or the second level below the price. Always remember, second. For example, now we shorted it or bought puts here at 470. It's 426 today. I mean, that's some serious profit in 2 weeks. And this would have been on the win tick list. Win tick helps you to find stocks to trade, because a lot of people say, wow, these charts look great, but how do I get in at the beginning of the trend? Obviously, I'm not going to get in now, which is correct. You don't get in now. It's way too late. This ship has sailed already. But here, it would be on the win tick list about two and a half weeks ago when the trade first came in. So the win tick list scans the market every night and tells you which ones come up with new buy signals or new sell signals. And then you want to just put it into a daily, weekly template, guidance chart here, guidance chart template. All you have to do is just type the symbol in, and it pops to the next chart. Put the symbol in and click all charts. So it's really easy to skip, to go through a bunch of different charts. And we're still in the trade, but we're definitely going to take profit when it hits the bottom band. We're definitely going to hit profit when it hits the bottom band, because that means you're very oversold. You're looking at 50 points profit in 2 weeks. I'll put that up against any other indicator, and believe me, I'll bet on AbleTrend every time. Yes, Fred, you can use candles. I don't prefer candles because we're not reading candles. And you don't want to read candles either. The indicator is so sophisticated and advanced that we're just going to go by colors. So I personally don't care for candles, because I want to see where there's a bar open and close, and don't want to be tempted to read the candles either. But yes, you certainly can put candles if that's what you would like to use, for sure. Yes, sir. So we're still in the trade. We're almost 50 points profit. Stop loss goes right there. Second higher small blue red dot. Can't lose on the trade because we got in at an even higher price. I think you're going to really like what you see here, that's for sure. Does it work on $10 stocks? It works on any, as I said before, it works on any market, any time frame. It works just as accurate on $10 stocks as $400 stocks, as it does on Japanese stocks, as it does on Indian stock market, as it does on futures, 3-minute charts, intraday. Most people use it for intraday. As I said before, most people use it for intraday, but it works exactly the same. I personally use it more for end of day, because I'm working and busy and helping clients all day long. So I personally like it more for the end of day. However, most everybody uses it for the intraday. And it could be intraday on stocks, intraday on futures, intraday on Forex. It's exactly the same for every single market in the world. It doesn't favor anything, because it's all mathematics, and it's going on price changes. So whether it's the price of corn or the S&P 500 or the price of the euro or the price of Google stock, it's meaningless to the indicator. That's why it's so well liked, and why 20,000 clients have purchased it, because of the because it works all the same on all markets, and you don't have to get extra modules and spend more money for the Forex market. Oh, you got to have intraday. Oh, that's a different module. Oh, end of day, that's it. No, no, no. We don't play that game. It's all the same. One package does it all. Okay, let's move on to crude oil, because most day traders, of course, in the U.S. by far trade the futures market. That's what's clearly by far, the futures market is what most people day trade. Probably in the past 10 years or so. So let's take a look. But yet you can use it on anything that you like. So we had a nice sell signal here earlier this morning, but there were blue dots below. That's a classic no trade zone. Not going to touch it. Remember, we never go short if there's blue dots below. We never buy it if there's red dots above. We don't want anything to block it from going lower. Obviously, we want this to go lower. So there's blue dots there, and blue is the hidden support in the market. As I've been explaining the past 10 minutes, the blue dots is the hidden support. The red dots is the hidden resistance. So obviously, we're not going to take this trade right here. Let other people gamble on it. We don't gamble on anything here. However, absolutely fantastic trade right here. Triple confirmation. Red bar means it's going to go down. Red 3-minute means it's going to go down. And red 9-minute means it's going to go down. The bigger dots are the 9, the smaller dots are the 3-minute. That's our favorite chart to day trade, 3-minute, 9-minute. However, you could use anything that you like. And as you can see, if this chart could talk, it would be screaming at you to sell it short. Crude oil is going lower. Well, the price was $44.40. And boy, did we hit a home run here today. We've got a lot of clients who trade a lot of money, many contracts, who use our indicator every minute of the day. And this was a serious trade right here, because we don't get out till right here. It never once got stopped out. A lot of times, like over here, it went up 30 cents. That's $300 per contract. You don't have AbleTrend. Oh no, I better get out. I'm giving my profit back. What do I do? I'm going to lose. Or over here, it goes from here to here. That's 10 cents, 11, 12 cents. That's $120 per contract. Oh, I better get out. Not if you got AbleTrend. We knew enough to stay short. We've got the red dots above, and that's our number one rule. We've got the red dots above. Don't get nervous. You're safe. You're protected. Stay short. You've got a nice protection above the price. Not only have 3 minutes resistance, you've got 9-minute resistance. You got everything screaming at you here to go short. Just couldn't get a more lower risk trade. Just a terrific risk-reward ratio, because you're right near the red dot. The closer the price is to the red dot, well, the lower the risk. Stop loss is right there at the previous or the next higher row of small red dots. So the closer you are to the red dot, I got very little bit of money at risk in case we lose. And I'll repeat for the third time, there will be losing trades. It's not perfect. Not here to mislead anyone. There's no guarantees. For sure, I can guarantee there will be some losing trades. But the winning trades just so far outweigh the losing trades if you just have a little bit of patience and the discipline to follow these couple simple, very simple rules. Most people will say, it's too simple, it's not going to work. All right, well, you see, you compare it to what you're using before AbleTrend, and you'll see the difference right away. So we shorted it here, we're out over there, we pick up $1.10, that's $1,100 per contract. Just trading one lot, it's $1,100, that's not a bad AbleTrend signal. You're trading 10 lots, you made 11,000. So it just depends on whatever you like to trade. I always keep everything very conservative, very low risk. Tell everybody just start off with one lot. Keep it very, very conservative, low risk. First trade of the day plus 1,100, not a bad way to start it. Obviously a no trade zone right there. That's a perfect no trade zone. Why? You got support below, the blue dots. You got resistance above, the red dots. The AbleTrend is telling you right here, don't trade it. Don't do it. It's too risky. It's either going to be sideways or choppy. And that's exactly what did happen. It went sideways the whole time. The green bars told us it went sideways also. Plus, couldn't break above the red, couldn't break below the blue, was stuck in the middle. Well, that's the whole purpose of the guidance chart. It told us, don't trade at this time. It's just not a good time to trade. It's too risky. And it's a good thing we didn't, because it would have been a false signal. It went down. We would have lost. No trade. Gotta love these no trade zones, because it keeps us out of choppiness, which nobody can win in a choppy market. It's an impossibility. Short here, or even here is fine. Not the first red bar. because you're touching the bottom band. We never start a trade at the bottom band, but we can short it here or here or here. And if you weren't up at that time, or you were looking at a different market or weren't looking, you got another perfect sweet spot, which is what we call it right here. The price pull back up. The bars went from green to red, neutral to downtrend. That's perfect. We're close to the red dot, very little bit of money at risk in case we're wrong. So even if we lose, it's a small loss, and we like knowing that before we get into it, that only the losses will be small. Triple confirmation, red bar, red 3-minute, red 9-minute, no blue dot below. You just can't get any better than that. Always take profit. We always take profit when the prices hit the bands if you're a multiple contract trader. Anything more than one lot, 2 lots, 10 lots, 100 lots, it doesn't matter. You're going to take some profit when the prices hit the bottom band, because from here to here, you just locked in $200 in 20 minutes, not even 15 minutes. Nothing wrong with that. I'll take that. And then completely out of the trade here. So if you just traded one contract, got it, bought here, shorted it here when the signal came in, or here when it came in, because you had a couple opportunities in case you missed the beginning. You were out over here, break even. It's just a break even. No long here because of all these red dots above. Obviously, that's a no trade zone. We're not going to go long. However, we're going to short it here. We're going to buy it here. Triple confirmation. No more red dots above. We lost 10 cents. Actually, we lost 6 cents on the trade. Oh, because we're out right here. Now, let's even call it 10 cents. I like to exaggerate the losses. Unlike everybody else who exaggerates the gains, I do the opposite. I much prefer to under promise and then over deliver. Okay? No trade zone here, red and blue dots at the same time. And again, we filtered out another false signal because it went up. Beautiful. Everybody else gamble on it. We knew enough to move on to a different chart. Trade something else at that time if you need the action. Or better yet, just do nothing. Now the buy signal comes in here. Perfect buy signal there, actually. Blue bar, right near the little blue dot. Triple confirmation. No red dots above. Boy, that chart's screaming at you to buy it right there. How'd we do? Hit a home run. Nice place to take a little piece off there and then completely out over there. That's another 10, 15 cents. It's actually 14, but I'll call it 10. It's another $100 per contract. Not a bad day. We're about plus 11, 1200 for the day. Good stuff right there. Just trading one contract. I always like to keep a 30-minute up just to kind of see where the bigger trend going, but we don't have to trade in the direction of the 30-minute because remember, you'd never catch a reversal that way. A 30-minute chart is 10 times slower than this 3-minute chart. Well, heck, you never ever catch a reversal in the market that way. But it's just nice to see where the higher time frame going. Meaning, when you have red dots, it means that the short trades are going to probably be your bigger, more profit trades. Where the long trades, you might just make a little bit of money on the trade. But either way, we're going to take that trade. Absolutely going to take it. Okay, let's take a look at one more here. This is the British pound. It's always the same rules. It's always the same colors and dots. So it doesn't matter what chart. This could be a chart of the bonds. It could be a chart of stocks, Google. This could be a daily, weekly chart. It could be a 3-minute, 9-minute. It could be a 1 hour, 3 hour. It doesn't matter. 5-minute, 15-minute, meaningless. It's always. I want you to see where to get in and where to get out. Just want you to see what the exact AbleTrend signals were today, so you can compare it to your charts and say what did better if you don't have AbleTrend. So we had a sell signal here at the open, but again, you're at the bottom band. We're not going to touch it. So you got a perfect sweet spot right here. Again, pulls back, goes right to the red dot, triple confirmation, no blue dots below. We're going to short it here about 8 o'clock this morning Eastern time. We're going to short the British pound. How'd AbleTrend do? Killed them. A couple of great places here to take profit if you're trading multiple contracts. And we're completely out right there. But, you're looking at a nice little profit there. It's 40 pips. 40 pips is $400 per contract. Not a bad day's pay. And this is a live chart. That's why it's moving right now. You're welcome, Deb. Deb says, thanks for the webinars. You're welcome. Always glad to help. You know that by now. Buy signal comes in here, and we're going to lose 2 pips, 3 pips. Well, let's even call it 5, just to make it sound worse than it is. So profit of 40 pips, 2 trades today. 40 pip winner, 5 pip loser. That's 35 pips per day, for today, just using the AbleTrend signals, 2 trades on the British pound. Exact charts, exact time of the day. No switching signals, no repainting bars. Once the bar closes, it's final. It will never, ever change colors again. And then right now, it's just live. That's why it keeps moving. Obviously, a no trade zone. There's hidden resistance above that our software algorithm can see. There's hidden support below that the algorithm can see, so we stay away. We do nothing. That's a no trade zone. Hey, let's take a look at one last chart here, because this is a really choppy one. So I like to show the really difficult charts. Unlike maybe others that maybe try and shy away and just show the nice, smooth, big-time games. I'll do the opposite. I go out of my way to purposely show you the real choppy, more difficult charts, because that's really where we get the value in the software. Most indicators, if it shoots straight up or down, they're all going to pick that up. Let me test AbleTrend on a really choppy day, an ugly, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, all day, sideways, down, up. Let's test it on a more choppy day. Okay, let's see what we've got. 30 minutes says your better trades are going to be short all day, because clearly the 30-minute from 5 o'clock in the morning was short all day long. So that just already gives us a little bit of clue that the short signal is going to have a little more power to them, a little more oomph, a little more pop versus the buy signals, if there were any. By the way, there wasn't one buy signal today. When others were, getting sucked in and buying because it's popping up 3, 4, 5 bars in a row, we got to buy. I guarantee if you put a moving average or a MACD on it right here, it would have said to buy here, buy here, buy here, and every one of those places was a no trade zone. We filtered out 4 false signals that I guarantee you 9 out of 10 other indicators or programs where they got beat up and crushed and lost. Not AbleTrend. We said don't even think about it, because we put the 2 time frames together. That's what gives us the big advantage. The 9-minute resistance says don't do it. There's resistance there. When there's red dots above the price, obviously we're not going to buy. That'd be like driving down a street with an invisible roadblock in front of us. We're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to risk our money on anything that's high risk. It's either low risk for AbleTrend or no trade at all. That's it. Short here at the open, about a break even. Short it, we can short it here. Definitely some profit taken would be nice right there. Again, hitting that bottom band. And completely out of the trade right over here. About 2 points, just from here to here. I'm not even counting the 4 points or the 5 points if you took profit. We'll call it 1.5, 2 points right there. No trade here. Short it right here. That's a break even because we're out at the blue bar right here. And then another sweet spot right here going short right before the end of the day. And here's the 4 o'clock or New York time, which is 1 o'clock Pacific time. Right here is 4 o'clock close. So from here to here, actually, picked up nice little 4 points right at the end of the day. And again, if you're multiple trading, 2, 3, 5, whatever, anything more than one contract, take some profit when you hit the bands. We should pick up an easy 2, 3 points every time. So on a really ugly, choppy day like today, worked out okay. Picked up a couple points by the end of the day. And you're not going to grab every one of these perfect either. You're not going to do it. It's not possible. I'm just showing you on the chart what it looks like. But, it's hard to get everything perfect. You can't do it. So don't beat yourself up for that. There's just no way you're going to nail every trade perfect and get the maximum amount of profit. It's just not possible. It takes a couple seconds to make the trades. So it's not going to be perfect. Ed's asking, how does it work on the DAX? As I mentioned before, sir, it works on every single market in the world exactly the same. It's just as accurate for the DAX as it is for the S&P 500, which I'm showing you right here, or the Dow Jones, or Euro, Forex, or Indian stocks, Google. It's exactly the same. Exactly. It doesn't favor anything. It works exactly the same for every market in the world. That's why we've got so many clients all around the world, because they use it they trade it for whatever country they trade in. I think you're going to really like what you see. I welcome you to try the 30-day trial. You can download it right now and get it right away. You'll be up and running in a few minutes. We'll be glad to help you. We have tech support here. I do the trading support. Tech support does all the technical issues and setting up the software. I'm always happy to help, so let me know whatever I can do. Thanks everyone for being here. I hope that this was helpful for you, and have a great night.